Hey Forex traders, Israel Kim here from Vintageducation.com, and in this video I want to use one of my new students of just a couple of days to showcase what separates most Forex traders from the ones that go on to be successful. So this is one of my new students, Arnell. He's been my student for about 3 days, and look what he says. Okay, he just posted this in our private Forex community. He says, "I'm still going through the all-in-one Forex course, which is the main training part of our training program." Okay, and he says, but like Israel Akimwin says, you have to take action, and so I did. Okay, which is really important. I always say this: if you're not going to take action, you can never get results. Okay, so look what he says. He says, "My first several trades were flops, but I kept testing out the strategies and working on my timing, and lo and behold, I found my first win." I always say this, and even going back to my own personal story, the first win is always the most important, because that's the one that makes you realize, oh, hold on, this is actually real. Now let's see what his first win actually looks like. He says, "I have much to learn," which is obviously expected. He's been in for 3 days, but at least I can see I have the ability. Okay, and this is why I say you're only one trade away. You're just one trade away, because once you get that first trade, like I just said, it becomes real. He says, "I was looking to short the Euro GBP and thought I found a good opportunity. It took almost a full day to realize a profit, but the news of the UK sales helped make this happen." That's what he thinks. Okay, he says. So he says he woke up this morning to a 10% gain. So think about this. He invested a few $1,000s a few days ago. He's gone through my materials, realizes I'm a guy that says, look, if you want to be successful, you need to take action. So he starts taking action. Okay. Now he says he took a couple of trades that were flops, and he says he finds this one winning trade now, which was a 10% profit. How many of you watching this video, your first ever winning trade was a 10% profit? Probably none of you watching this video right now. Some of you, and I'm pretty sure a large majority of you, have never made a 10% profit on any given Forex trade you've ever taken. Okay, put this into perspective. A bank will give you 1% in 12 months. My program, okay, he's made 10% in 3 days. Okay, so think about that for context. This is what separates traders from success and from failure. He took a couple of trades to start from. What did he say? He didn't give up and say, oh, you know what, this doesn't work. He didn't get in contact with me and say, oh, you know what, I've taken a couple of trades, I want a refund. What did he say? He kept on going, and he found his first winning trade of a 10% profit. That's the sign of someone that's going to be successful. And this is exactly what I said to him. Okay, I commented and said, you know what? You've got all the makeup, it seems, to be successful, and you're going to get this because in light of adversity, in light of losing trades, you didn't give up. You continued going. Now, like I said, he's been in for 3 days. Now, let's say, for example, we don't know how many losing trades he's had, okay, that the flops he's referring to. But with a 10% profit and risking 2% or less, he can have up to 5 flops, as you want to put it, and still be break even. Okay, so think about this. He's effectively getting paid to learn how to trade the Forex markets, and from this he's only going to get better and better and better. But the big kicker here is what he says: I woke up this morning to a 10% gain. Okay, so he doesn't have to be actively working in order to make this kind of money, okay, which is the complete opposite to his 9-to-5 corporate job that he's actually trying to leave, which is the big difference. His 9-to-5 demands him be on site, be at a cubicle, be working. Whereas Forex, he can do this and be sleeping and still wake up to big profits like this. Okay, so look, he's 3 days in at this point. In 3 days' time, where are you going to be? Are you going to be in the same position that you're in right now, working long hours, not making any money through different avenues, still stuck in that same position? Or do you want to be on the journey that Arnell's on now, where he's making these kind of returns, and at one day soon, I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to leave his job and actually start living off these kind of Forex profits? If you want to have this kind of 3-day transformation, then click the link below this video right now, and you can get my Forex course after you've made an investment, and I can start to continually help you make these kind of similar results, just like Arnell as well. Thanks and take care.